Thank you so much for that beautiful music. So I'm grateful to our facilitator, Aisha Hauser, for this weekend and all the facilitation that she did, and the staff that supported us, Alicia Coover, as well as Emma Wakeling and Reverend Sonia, everyone that came together on Friday night as our leaders, as well as our congregation members yesterday. If you were here either Friday night or Saturday during the day, will you either raise your hand or rise so we know? So if you have questions, those are the people you turn to. No, I'm joking. They did a fantastic job, didn't they, of creating a congregational covenant? Oh my goodness. This is some of my favorite work to do with congregations, is holding that liminal space of discernment and process. I love the anxiety that builds up that goes, are we going to be able to do this? What's this look like? How are we going to do this? Are we going to have an end product? I love holding that space because I love trusting in process, because it has never failed me. Never. We've always come together. We've always been able to find, no matter what community of Unitarian Universalists I've been part of, we've always been able to come together and find that spirit of the congregation. So I'm sure you're asking, now what? What happens next? How will it be used? What about those who were not present? So I'd like you to remember our story from all ages earlier this service and look at this covenant as under construction. Part of being under construction means testing it out, living into it, seeing if it works. This means it's not set in stone. And even when we get to a place of maybe it's more permanent than what it is now, it will never be set in stone. We will not carve it into our spaces or into our community. It's a living, breathing document, living, breathing words. We also know in construction of this covenant, it's not perfect. We don't expect perfection. However, in our testing it out, living into it, and seeing if it works, we do need to discern whether or not there is anything missing, whether there are values that have not been named, or whether or not we need to be more specific or general. And this is what we'll do over the next few months. We'll provide opportunities for people to engage in discussion and offer feedback. We'll have our Healthy Congregations team, who are Mari, Athena, Papadakos, as well as Liz Strand. And our ministers use it when harm occurs and see if it guides us in repairing the harm. Well, we'll bring it to our new member classes and have people who are considering to become a member discuss it and see if it works for them. We will bring it into times where we are gathered for congregational meetings, as well as times in worship when it will be important to lift up how we are in relationship with each other. And at some point, we'll reach a point where we have decided whether it works for us or not. And if it works, then we'll adopt it. And it'll still be under construction. And if not, then we'll form a team with the feedback and create an updated version. And at that point, we'll decide to adopt it. Knowing that we are of faith that believes in continuous revelation, we also know that whatever we adopt will again be always under construction, because it is not meant to be something we adopt and put on a shelf and just admire it from afar. A congregational covenant is meant to be used, questioned, lived into, loved, and constantly evolving as our community needs evolve. So for now, I encourage you to lean into what has been created, asking yourself the questions: does this work for me and help me understand how to be in relationship with others in the congregation? What is missing that I feel is important? Can I try this out for a little while and see how it fits? See how it guides me, both in the congregation and maybe out into the larger world? Be in a place of curiosity and exploration, engaging in conversations about the words, about the intentions, about the actions this covenant calls us to do. And I want to share it one more time this morning, so I'm going to wait for, there we go. Thank you, Jonathan. And I want to shout out to Jonathan, who created this slide this morning as we created the covenant yesterday, so thank you for doing that. In an effort to make the world a better place, we support each other's journey to seek truth with openness, curiosity, and respect for different perspectives and paths. As love is our spirit, we commit to respect, accept, listen to, and support each other. We hold ourselves and each other accountable by continually assessing our individual and community actions toward living into our covenant. This will include speaking up when someone's actions are not aligned. We commit to be in community with openness and loving kindness, acknowledging our own biases and different perspectives. We welcome the newcomer. We commit to building trust with each other. We celebrate differences and make space for repair when harm occurs. Beautiful, beautiful. Reverend Vanessa and I asked for you all to create something that will guide our work and help our Healthy Congregation team in their work. I offer gratitude again for taking on the challenge and joining us in creating a community that is committed to being in relationship with each other through challenging and joyful times. May it be so.